tell you something for free, I'm back on a diet. That video that I recorded last week about the Scouse salon thing, I was like, Jesus Christ, you've had a lot of cake since you recorded last, haven't you, Steph? I had to crop my body out of the shot because I was like, no one needs to see that level of spare tyres unless they're on a scrap heap. So we're having a bit of story time today. I recently had a disaster with my hair, and then it got me thinking about all the other hair disasters I've had. So these are my top 5 hair disasters. Some of them are not my fault and some of them are totally my fault. Right, okay. In at number 5 was the time when I went to get blonde highlights and I came out bright fucking ginger. It was it was in this like salon on County Road, and they still use, you know, those rubber caps where you've got to like pull the hair through. I don't know if you've ever used them, but they're like a medieval method of torture. Like, why can't you just use foil, son? Oh my god, it's so painful getting it done. And I'd literally gone from like a light brown and I just wanted blonde highlights, right? And she did this thing with the cap, and oh my god, my entire hair was like bright orange. And I mean, I'm not talking like, you know, a bit of a warm colour. I mean, it was like bright orange. And I was like, what have you done? What have you done to me hair? And so I went back, and you know, because when the hairdresser makes a mistake or whatever, you're supposed to give them a chance to fix it, aren't you? So I went back and then let them do the cap again, and I'm like that, fighting through the tears as they like basically, what it feels like, pull each of my hairs out individually. It's like the fucking tweezer in my head. And I came out and it was just sort of like slightly less ginger. I swear to God, it was like, it's like they'd never heard of a toner. And then in at number 4, this is another dark hair to blonde hair disaster story, and this is dating back to when I was a goth. When I was in school, right, I was a goth. Let's just get that out there, let's get that over and done with, right? I had jet black hair. I had like, I'd go to Quiggins and that and get them little red and purple streaks put through my hair, you know, the little fake hair that you could get in Quiggins. And I even used to put I used to put talc on my face to make it whiter. I'm not messing, I used to wear talc as face powder. Anyway, so yeah, so I was going to college, and I decided I wanted to change from the black, and I just watched Drew Barrymore in Poison, was it Poison Ivy? It might have been something like that she was in. Anyway, Drew Barrymore was a teenager, and she was a bit grungy and a bit gothy and that, but she had blonde hair, and it was all like this, you know, dead messy, like Nirvana, grungy type thing. And I decided, yeah, I want to go platinum blonde from black. And I had like roots as well coming through, like my normal roots and that, so I thought, you know, I'm going to approach this in the sensible way. And they sold these pre-lightening products in the Asda, so I thought I'll get a pre-lightener because my hair's quite dark, so I'll put a pre-lightener on. So I did that, and then I put it, so my hair was like yellow up here and then like orange down here. And then I thought, right, it's okay, it's only the pre-lightener, this will all work out. And then so then I put the normal dye on, and it just went even brighter orange and white. And me being stubborn and thinking that I know best and not wanting to admit when I was wrong, just thought, yeah, I'll rock it, I'll just work the skunk look. So I went to college and everything the next day with fucking white lights on my head and bright orange hair. And then I was doing work that night because I was working part-time at the weekends in Littlewoods on the phones. But my mum was a manager there during the week, right? And she was like, you are not going in there like that, I'm not having it. So she marched me down to some hairdressers on in Knowsley Road in Bootle, and was like, right, you're just gonna have to dye your hair red or something like that. So I ended up coming out with, like, you know, like a dark red, a la Kate Winslet in Titanic, you know. So that was good. I rocked that for quite a while. And then, but yeah, I'll never try and do the black to bronze on my own ever again. That was like unreal. Like, what was I thinking? In at number 3, this is something that I did on purpose. Like, I thought this looked good, and that I had a dark brown shoulder length hair, no extensions at the time, And I just decided to put a fucking blonde streak in my fringe. Like, the underneath of my fringe was blonde, and then over the top was dark. And the hairdresser was like, Seffi, are you sure about this? I was going, yeah, it's going to look amazing. And I had that for like, oh my god, I must have looked like I was straight up from Wigan. Like, seriously, Steph, fucking calm your tits. But I had that for a good few months, that blonde fringe streak. Oh my god. Someone put me down. Right, this was my fault, right? I booked in at a salon, and it shall remain nameless, right, because this was quite recent. But I booked in at a salon to have me roots done on Treatwell. But I'd had highlights put in, but I just wanted my roots done. So it was my fault. Like, I booked in for roots, but what I should have booked in for was highlights. So she didn't have time to do the highlights and that. So I was like, right, okay, that's fine. But my own hair's like quite mousy. And that, and the colour I've got on my hair at the moment is quite warm. So I was like, okay, well, can you not just sort of like put that warm colour on there and like kind of like blend it in a bit? And she's like, yeah, that's fine, like that warm reddy colour. And I was like, yeah, that warm reddy colour. Now, the last time I'd been to this salon was about 6 months earlier, and I'd been having like a purple put on my hair, and but I'd quite clearly had a colour change since then, and I'd discussed it with her how I'd had a colour change, and it was gone all like, and it was like a warm brown with salted caramel put it through. We had a big discussion about it, and anyway, she comes out with this warm sort of stuff to put on my roots, and I'm sitting there playing around on my phone, looking at my magazine, and then I look up at the mirror, and I was like, what dye is that you're putting on there? And she was like, yeah, the one that we normally put on. And I was going, but I've had a colour change since then. And she was putting the bright purple on my roots, like full on bright purple on this colour hair. And I was like, no, that's not, no, I'm not going back to that. I've just spent a fortune having a colour change done. No. And so she had to like get me over to like the sink like immediately to wash it off. But round here where it was all like, you know, my baby hair and that, I took. So I had like purple roots and like this on the rest of my hair, and so I had to like, and then she had like another client come in, so she didn't have time to fix it, because that was the original problem, was that she didn't have time. So I had to like go around the corner to that Michael Frank, you know, on the front of the Albert Dock, but I hadn't had a patch test there, so we couldn't fix it. So in the end, they just had to get like this like industrial strength toner on my hair and this like industrial sort of cleansing shampoo to try and get it out, and just put highlights in like the bleach, because you don't need to patch test for bleach or whatever, and to try and fix it. But I had purple roots, I'm not messing, for about 2 weeks, and I was like, what the hell? Why would you do that? Why would you put purple hair dye on hair that isn't purple? I don't get it when you're trying to blend in the roots, but I just shan't be going there again. And then finally was a time I went in for a trim, right? I've had extensions since Victoria Beckham started having extensions. I've had them since like day one. Love me extensions, right? But I had them on the weft, and obviously when you take the weft out, if you've had it in for like quite a while, it starts, you have like a lot of stuff that needs trimming at the end. So I went into the Sassoon studio in the Met Quarter, and I asked them for, you know, just to trim, because I just had my extensions taken out, but my hair was down there, but it was quite thin. So I said, just to trim, just to trim, right? And he was like, well, we'll take it a little bit short, because, you know, there's a little bit of damage here. And I was like, yeah, but like not too short, like, you know, I don't want a bob or anything like that. And so we cut it like quite short, but it was wet, and I was like, oh, that's a bit shorter than I wanted it to be. But it's okay. It was still wet, so it looked a bit like longer than the final thing. And honest to God, he blow dried it, and it was up here. I'm not messing. My hair had gone from there to there. I was like, I have not authorised this level of trim. I have not. No, my inch and your inch are not the same, pal. And to make matters worse, right? One, I was quite fat at the time, so I was like, where am I supposed to hide my chins now? Hey, where am I putting my chins to hide them? Because I can't do none of this, mate. And I was going on holiday like 3 days later, so I had to go on holiday with a full-on marbob. It was like a can I speak to the manager haircut, because it was even razored in at the back. I'll never go there again. It still hurts to this day. Bye.